Okay? This phrase, crazy lady, was put in place to discourage the woman from recognizing her innate power within. Was put in place to discourage the woman from activating her innate power within. I'm talking about the power of radical feminism. Yeah. You see, all women hear the call, feel the fire, and experience the desire to be crazy. But only a few women are bold enough to answer it. And Ida B. Wells and Frankie Pierce were bold enough to answer the call. That means that in a racist and in a sexist society, they were bold enough to have thoughts about having equal opportunities as a man. That means that in a racist and in a sexist society, they were bold enough to walk around with their head held high as if they were the head and not the tail. That means that in a racist and in a sexist society, they were bold enough and had enough audacity to elevate the voices of black women. So we're going to honor their legacy today by using this call and response technique that I like to use, okay? So when I say you got to be crazy, I want y'all to respond by saying crazy ladies are rising. All right, let's practice. You got to be crazy.
Crazy ladies are rising.
Really? You got to be crazy.
Crazy ladies are rising.
All right, y'all got it. So I'm going to tell you a story that really resonated with me about Ida B. Wells. See, in the 1880s, Ida B. Wells, she decided that she was going to take a trip from Memphis. She purchased her ticket and she got on the train and she settled in, black girl magic style. The conductor walked to her and said, "Ma'am, you gotta move. This ain't your area. Y'all know that you don't belong here mentality." He said, "You gotta move." Well, he didn't know Ida B. Wells. She said, "I'm seated and I intend to keep my seat." See, to speak truth to power at a time where black people were being hung from trees, lynched, you got to be crazy. I said to speak truth to power at a time where black people were being lynched and hung from trees, you got to be crazy.
Crazy ladies are
Crazy
rising.
ladies are rising. All right, so as he was talking to Ida B. Wells, right, he thought he was talking to a ladylike woman. See, ladylike tells women to avoid confrontation. Come on now. See, ladylike tells women that it's better to be compliant in those type of situations. Okay, see, ladylike tells women to keep their head down and don't cause a scene. But he wasn't dealing with no ladylike woman. You see, to speak up like that and to defend yourself like that, you got to be crazy. So he decided, y'all, he said, "I see this lady here, she's strange. So I'm going to have to put hands on her." So he began to pull, and he began to yank, and he began to grab at her. And the more he grabbed her, the more she grabbed him right back. The more he yanked her, the crazier she got. See, he wasn't dealing with no average lady. Ida B. Wells, I'm crazy enough to believe, was getting the best of that old conductor because onlookers had to come and rescue him and drag her off of that train. See, to defend yourself and to put a lawsuit against the whole railroad company for the treatment of your black self, you got to be crazy.
Crazy ladies are rising.
So I stand here today with the power to vote, with the voice to encourage the vote, with the ability to decide who to vote for because I stand on the shoulders of crazy ladies. You stand here today with the ability to vote, with the power to choose who to vote for because you stand on the shoulders of crazy ladies. Frankie Pierce and Ida B. Wells intersectionality of them both said they have a better both at the same time. In order to stand up and say racism, I challenge you. In order to say sexism, I command you to move. You've got to be some sort of crazy. So during this time, where mailboxes are being removed to suppress the vote, I implore you to get crazy. During this time where black bodies are laid out in the street, I demand that you